You guys been asking for the merch, and Wave 2 is finally here. If you want to go look at it, man, it's in the description box below. Go ahead and click that link. Don't miss out. Pre-orders going on for 3 weeks. Enjoy the video. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev back again for another review reaction. Whenever I put review reaction, it usually means that it's just going to be some clips of the reaction that I did. Now, when I put reaction review, then that's the standard video we get. So, for all you guys that didn't know and you don't care, you can hit that X button, get the fuck up out of here. Now, Pop Smoke, We Run the City. This song is a bop. Lisa Ann. This shit putting me to sleep. I kind of feel a similar way, you know. She get nasty in that bitch. I'm ready to listen to some nasty ass area. Trippie REDD has released an album titled Pegasus. Now, he released an album last week titled Spooky Sounds, and I thought that was the actual album, but it wasn't. We all know what that was. And it's kind of crazy now because if you look at Spotify, he included Spooky Sounds as the deluxe package to Pegasus. It's like Pegasus Spooky Sounds edition. So I don't want to hear y'all giving me shit that wasn't a planned thing, because when you're getting 400,000 plays on a sound pack, I think that's now taking it to the extreme of milking the streaming services, the streaming algorithm. I think that's really crazy that you can get a bag for that. You can make money in 2020 for anything, really. That goes for any business, man. When you're trying to do any business in this world, you can be the best rapper alive. You can be the best shooter alive. You could be the best, you know, sewer alive. You can be the best at anything you do. But if you live, you know, under a rock, no one's ever going to know who you are. One thing about, there's a reason why marketing, so much money goes into marketing and advertising. All right. There's a reason why, because there's 7 billion people on this earth, right? I'm saying, giving a number, 7 billion people on this earth, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, if everybody that was a YouTuber, if 7 billion people watched you, every single YouTuber, I guarantee you, people that are at least somewhat informational, you know, have somewhat a personality, somewhat entertaining, would get 1 million subs in a day. Literally. Because the hardest part about anything that when you're doing business, music, is the fact that you need people to be able to see your product. So the fact that, you know, not a lot of people are out there to being known, like Giveon. Giveon should literally be one of the biggest artists, if not the biggest R&B artist next to Brent. Why has that happened yet? Because of market, right? No one has heard Giveon yet on the other side of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that TikTok is another platform for musicians to be able to grow. It helps the artists, but using the music for the fans. I think Sean C said it best. It's just a bunch of people showing love to one part of a song because there's a dance to it rather than liking it because it's a good song, especially if you actually like. The thing is, though, no matter what, if they connect to it, they connect to it. No matter, regardless if your connection is to swanging, I'm a motherfucking way swanging, or if your fucking, you know, favorite part of a song is if you had my love and I gave you, like, it does not matter. Like, the fact that that part of the song still has a connection to you, and then you'll end up probably liking the rest of the song, it doesn't matter. It's still giving the platform for the song to grow, for the song to be, bro, that's, in all honesty, it doesn't matter. That's the problem too. It ruins a song for fans. It doesn't ruin the song for me. If I like the fucking song, I like the fucking song. If you don't like the song, who gives a fuck? If E-Money don't like the song, who gives a fuck? If Travis don't like the song, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck if you don't like goddamn Topanga by Trippie REDD. That doesn't hurt me. Like, it doesn't hurt me. Like, I'm gonna play that bitch twice. You gonna ride in my whip and you gonna get in my coupe. You gonna listen to that bitch 5 times. That's just how it's gonna go. So I feel like it doesn't ruin it for at all, especially if you're not on the app. That's another thing. Now, I do say dancing. Dancing has ruined. Dancing is ruined by TikTok. Because I tell you right now, if you go to the club and the bitch goes, and the bitch come on, and you know, Out West come on, like, yeah, throw that ass back, you know what I'm saying? Let that bitch play. Hold on. You know what track we on? We on track 7? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you about to, what you doing, shorty? She like that. Imagine imagine that shit? Can you imagine? Can you literally imagine? Can you imagine that? That's crazy to me. I swear to God, I will literally be like, what the fuck is you doing? Now, the album Pegasus. I listened to it on stream. I gotta say, as you see throughout this video, man, there'll be many clips that include my favorite tracks on here. But for the most part, where it had its highs, there was definitely a lot of lows. And that's just because the abundance of tracks. 26 tracks throughout this album. I just don't think that that's just the way to go. Like, this is my thing, man. I get it. I understand everybody wants their bag. Everybody wants what they want. And I sound like a broken record at this point. It's kind of just like, damn, Dev, do you have anything else to say? No, actually, because that's really the only problem I feel like a lot of these newer artists have. There's nothing wrong with having a long album if you had an extended break or something and you have quality tracks. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're kind of just throwing these loosies and these fillers together, apparently that TR66 track came out years ago, or last year, and it was pretty old. So in another track he had that came out in 2017 that actually were kind of my favorite tracks on the album, surprisingly. It's just, it makes no sense to have those tracks on there. Just leave them off or have them as something as a deluxe.
Killing my vibe by changing your mood. Killing the lie by telling the truth. See, oh.
We all slapped the hoe once, bro. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Have the album be 21 tracks as a complete. 16 regular, 5 deluxe. Just how it used to be. Now, look. Trippie REDD has become one of my favorite listens throughout the years because there's a certain Trippie REDD that I like. And that's when he wants to get very lyrical, because I've seen points where he can get very lyrical on a track. Or it's when he gets into his melodic bag. Melodic Trippie is probably the best Trippie, I say, out of all the Trippie faces. At this point in his career, he can do anything that he wants to do, right? He's that big. He's become that big of an artist to kind of just do whatever he wants, and it's going to sell because people are going to tune in. Now, I think when he does touch tracks like Topanga, you know, I Wish. We can even go back to a Love Letter 1. You know, your love my, you know what I'm talking. I lost my voice right now, so I can't really talk. Yeah. Ooh, my love. You know, I lost my voice. I can't really do it. So, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I think that right there, man, that's kind of where he built a fan base. You know, the track that he did with XXXTentacion, that Love track, and Fuck Love. And I feel like if he would just do that, it would be much more appreciated.
On my wrist and on my
I expect it. It's that Cosmo. Cosmo. With the horse glizzy at the end of Pegasus, and then we ending like that. Yeah, I mean, your choice of ad-libs, I feel like, again, we're getting trolled. Because at that point, you know, you're just kind of just letting it ride. You know, like, Now, I have not listened to a Love Letter to You 3, and that's the one that you guys are saying this is the most melodic Trippie there. So I will get to that. I do owe you guys that video. Hey. I feel like an album, there's no such thing as a bad album because music is subjective at the end of the day. If you can give me at least 3 tracks to put on my playlist, I felt like you did your part. You did your part for enough to me to be like, no, this is a bad. Like, 645 AR is bad. Alright, Trippie REDD is not bad. I just think that there's just too many tracks on here for you, for an average listener or even an average fan to kind of sit here and be like, you know what? I could justify 26 tracks and be okay with it because you really can. By the time you get to track 15 to 14, I feel like it's already done. I got to know honorable mentions with Quavo and Lil Mosey. I loved Quavo and I loved Trippie on that track. I did not like Lil Mosey. Lil Mosey is terrible. All right. We heard the track where I Got You with Busta Rhymes with the ad-libs. Busta definitely did not fit on that track. It's just stuff like that. You're already tuned out, and it does affect your listen. My big dick, see that bigger more than my big dick. When I go through an album the first couple of times, I go from start to finish because I want to see the art of the project. I want to see kind of where the artist was going depending on the listens, depending where your mood swings are going to go. That all plays a part in going to a first listen or going into your first couple listens. I just think that Trippie REDD knows what he needs to do. I feel like a lot of these artists know what they need to do. The problem is they don't want to do it because they want to get that bag. So it comes to the point where it's quality over quantity or quality over bag. And I feel like everybody's about their money now because the money always, look, the money, as they say, it's always going to be there. But for the most part, it's like the NFL. Dak Prescott, for example, you got to get your check before it's too late, and then kind of just do what you want to do. So. Dad, I just said that's a playlist. This song hard. Man, just, you know, send this nigga to the gulag. I don't give a fuck. Like, just time out. Get your bad bitch ass to the gulag, nigga. I just said the song was straight. I said the song was straight.
I keep the still by the door of this kitchen. Murder right up to the top of the ceiling. I got the love for the rest when they skinny. Mind your business.
Woo! That bitch clever. I don't know if y'all niggas seen Sweetie, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I understand why Quavo just be chilling. He don't give a fuck. I understand.
I was down bad. I ain't seen one of y'all niggas. I was there to hell. When I touched my first meal, you know how I felt. Couldn't want to see this shot.
Yeah, I don't know what he said either. He was like, yeah. What's very unfortunate about it?
It was a lady that came across right there on 44th Street, and she like T-boned, and she had got me, and I didn't know what to do, know who to call. So I'm glad Ruth Law Firm was there for me.
We got this one.
It took no time at all. Just
come on, give me Vanessa Hudgens.
New lights.
Not this one. I hate this one.
Furniture and all the decor in between. All real.
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
It ain't got no gulag, so we not buying it. Man, look, you're gonna listen. You're gonna hear my favorite tracks all throughout the project. I didn't want to do too much shitting on it because I felt like Trippie Redd did a great. He did on eight or nine of these tracks. I was really enjoying myself. As for the rest of the, what, 15? I can't do the quick math in my head right now. 15 to 16 tracks. I'm kind of just like, really, my guy? That's trash.
Oh, yeah. And when you tight about some shit, you gotta let her be. Let her be. Ride or die loyal. Mama, you never switch.
It's crazy because that's just Busta, bro. But it just sounds so bad. It sounds so bad in 2020. Like, it just doesn't sound good with that beat, bro. Like, it just sounds so bad, bro. Like, Busta is a legend, bro. Like, Busta probably made, like, Busta, if Busta would have stayed Busta, I'm talking about, like, Give Me Some More. Like, you know, very, like, Danny Brown-esque. That Danny Brown is basically what Busta was back in the day. And I feel like it was just, yeah. Like, that shit sounds straight on, like, Pastor Cavassier, but it just doesn't sound good on this beat, bro. Like, that shit was why am I like this, bro? That's fucking crazy. We gotta listen to that again. That's crazy.
Shit, you gotta let her be. Ride or die loyal. Mama, you never switch. And build an empire together. Now we forever rich.
Oh my god, unfortunately, I gotta put that on the worst lyrics, bro. That guy's gonna have to go down on the worst lyrics. So, we're gonna keep it like that, man. Get in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the album. Let me know what your favorite part of the album. Let me know what your favorite tracks. Let me know what your least favorite tracks. Let me know how you feel about that Busta feature with the ad-libs. I think that was probably the funniest part of the stream. I like this shit. If you want to watch the full video, it is on Patreon. You guys know how that goes. The copyright is getting out of hand, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch even nowadays. So it's really hard, man. I don't know if you guys have been in the loop with other reactors or whatnot, but it's definitely getting out of hand. What I'm talking about, bro? When Trippie is in his melody bag, bro. When Trippie is in his melody bag, that's when I feel like that's what he needs to do. Make motherfucking 26 of these shits, nigga. I'll be here the whole time just keep on whistling. You know, I'll be in that bitch motherfucking vibing. We gonna be ascending together. So, you don't have to support me on Patreon. I always tell you guys that you don't have to. It's definitely a free choice. It is America. You can do whatever you want. But for the people that do support me, man, I appreciate you, man. I got the gazaimas, man, heavy. And bitch, go left. Bitch, go left. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about? What the fuck? If anything, that bitch ruined dancing. I see a bitch. As soon as I see a bitch, someone click this for me so I can put this on the goddamn Twitter. Someone go on, click this right now on Twitter. If I see a bitch in real life do a TikTok dance, bro, I swear to God. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, bro. If I see a real life TikTok dance being used in an actual club setting, at that point, that's when I know I gotta get the fuck out. I'm too old. I'm too old at that point. I'm too old. We're gonna keep it like that, man. Get in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, merch lasts for another 2 weeks. Get that before it goes away as well. Wave 2, limited edition, man. Always limited with Dev Dorsey on the motherfucking Meami the Wave, all right? Meami the Wave 02. So, that being said, man, get in the comments below. Let me know all that good stuff for me. So, what you're here. And until next time, we out. Peace.
And all that bullshit is for the birds. I see your beak on.
Damn. Hey, low key, he kind of eating his verse though. I don't like the Mr. Hands though. Yeah. Oh, that's Mr. Hands for real. Oh my God, Mr. Hands.
Hey, it's Vanessa Hudgens. So,
Vanessa Hudgens.
You know, there's been a ton of things that have felt completely out of control in 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
But you know the one thing that you can control?
What's that?
Your vote. And this election is way, way, way too important to sit out.
Yeah.
So do not wait.
Ooh.
Make a plan and make sure to vote by November 3rd.
Stop playing with me.